I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Will you do the fandango?
Thunderbolts and lightning.
Very, very frightening me. Galileo!
Is everything okay?
אחת, שתיים, שלוש. Shalom. Hi, put it away. I'm Lily.
And I'm Gil.
And this is Hebrew Words of the Week.
Musical Legends Edition.
Yeah.
I really love Queen, as you may have noticed. And this week is Freddie Mercury's 70th birthday. He's already dead. But
He's not with us, but he's with us inside our hearts.
And I have a bunch of CDs and other stuff. We wanted to talk about some words that we chose from Queen songs. So let's start off with a word that we already talked about. Queen.
Malka. We talked about it.
Several times.
Yeah, in Purim and in the Drag Queen edition and Pride edition. So we covered it.
Let's go over some albums. We will not go over all of them, but let's start with the first one. What's the name of the first album?
That's easy. Queen.
What is the name of the second album?
Queen 2. Stein.
What's the name of the third album?
Queen 3. Shalosh.
No, it's actually Sheer Heart Attack. Let's skip that one
Okay.
and go on to the next one. A Night at the Opera.
Ooh.
This is the album that I think made Queen really
Famous?
famous. Yeah.
Oh, I like the songs.
The most popular Queen song is from this album, but we didn't choose to translate the word from the name of that song because that song is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Which is Rhapsodia Bohemit, which is same in Hebrew as in English. It's not really in Hebrew. So what's the song we are indeed talking about?
Love of My Life.
Oh, Ahavat Chayai.
We already talked about Ahavat, love.
Yeah, Ahavat is love of.
And we already talked about L'chaim.
L'chaim is to life,
Chaim
is life,
and Chayai,
is my life,
Ahavat Chayai.
is love of my life.
Next up, there is the sort of sequel to A Night at the Opera, which is A Day at the Races. We're gonna skip it and move on to the next one.
I'm moving on.
We're moving on to 1977, and the next album is News of the World.
Okay, and what songs do I know from this album?
You know at least the first two.
Which are?
We Will Rock You.
Oh, this one I know. This one I know.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. This song I don't know how to translate to Hebrew because it is a unique phrase in English slang. So let's go on with the show. Tell me what's the next song I really want to know. Sing it.
We are the champions, my friends.
Show off.
But that's the next song. We chose a word from We Are the Champions. Champions.
Alufim.
That's the plural male form. It can also be
Alufot.
which is the plural female form.
Yay.
The next album I want to talk about is one that I was sure that I had, but I can't find it. So I'm gonna show you the next one after it from 1980. This
Why?
one. We're not gonna talk about this one because we already talked about the game. Go watch that video, go watch it. But the one that I skipped from 1978 is Jazz.
Jazz.
How do you say jazz in Hebrew?
Jazz.
The same.
Yeah.
And the song is Don't Stop Me Now.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me
Now.
now. What? Now?
That's the word.
You wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say now in Hebrew?
Achshav.
Achshav. now. So if you want something done now, just say עכשיו. No, say please.
We are skipping 3 albums, 2 from 1980.
Which was the year that I was born.
One of them is Beginning, which I already showed you.
Go away.
The other one is Flash Gordon, which is actually the soundtrack of a movie.
It's very spacey.
And Hot Space. That's the third one. I think you know one song from it.
Which one?
Under Pressure.
Oh! With David Bowie.
But we said we will skip it, so we're not talking about it. Not talking about it. After we skipped all of these, we got to the year in which I was born. 1984. And the album The Works. You know what song we are going to talk about from The Works?
I think I saw it here.
Stop looking at my list.
I know.
So tell them.
It's the one with the cool video clip.
With the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, with the mini skirts.
And the mustache. So the song is, in case you didn't recognize it yet, I Want to Break Free. And we wanted to talk about break free.
לצאת לחופשי.
It doesn't translate literally because break is Lishbor. We don't want to break anything.
No, we want to break free.
So Latset is actually
to get out.
And LaChofshi is
off the closet. No, it's not.
To freedom.
To freedom.
So it's La
to
Chofshi.
Free.
We already talked about Chofesh.
Which is freedom.
Yeah, that was in the Pharrell Williams.
Yeah, we will put everything in the section below and you will see.
And the next album we are going to talk about is actually one that I have. I just need to find it. I found it and then Libby took it away. It's a kind of magic.
Fried chicken.
And let's talk about the album actually and the song from it, A Kind of Magic. And let's say how you say in Hebrew magic. Magic, it's here, magic. How do you say magic?
Kesem.
Kesem. There is another song that we want to talk about from this album. Friends Will Be Friends. So we have the word friends twice, so we must say how to say friends.
חברים or חברות.
There is also the singular form.
חבר or חברה.
Very complicated.
No. Friends, male form, plural. חברים, plural. Female form, חברות.
Singular.
Male form,
חבר. Singular. Female form,
חברה.
חברה.
Very simple.
Very complicated.
It's a kind of magic.
It's a miracle.
That's another one.
That's the next album actually. From the miracle we chose the song I Want It All.
All.
That's the word that we're going to talk about.
How do you say all in Hebrew?
Hakol.
Hakol. Hakol is everything or all.
We already talked about now. If you want everything, now you can just say Hakol Achshav.
I want it all and I want it now. Okay, now I get it.
We are getting to the last album that we're going to talk about, which is the last album that Queen recorded while Freddie was still alive, Innuendo.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk actually about the very last song from this album. And the song is The Show Must Go On. Now, there is this story that I heard about this song, and I don't know if it's actually true, but it's a pretty amazing story. So, this was recorded in 1991. Freddie was very sick at the time, and Brian May, the guitar player for Queen, wrote the song, and he had all the melodies and everything, and they recorded the instruments, and he played the song to Freddie Mercury and sang the song and asked Freddie if he can sing it. And Freddie was really, really sick. And this story tells that Freddie said, yeah, I can do it. And then, like, chugged, I'm not sure if it was vodka or whiskey, but some high alcohol volume drink, started singing. And that recording, the first recording of Freddie Mercury singing The Show Must Go On, is the one in the album Innuendo and in Greatest Hits too. And actually, I've never heard another recording of Freddie Mercury singing The Show Must Go On.
Maybe it's the only one?
Maybe it's the only one.
You broke my heart with this story. I'm sorry.
Sorry. We wanted to talk about The Show Must Go On.
Yeah, it's a phrase that is translated to Hebrew and we are saying it. So if you say it in Hebrew, people will know what you're talking about. It's not something that is translated very well. ההצגה חייבת להימשך. Now, this is not a show per se, it's a particular kind of show, the show that I love the most. It's a theatrical show, something that Freddie Mercury was really into, I think. ההצגה, the play. חייבת, must.
This is the female form because הצגה
is female. Yeah. להימשך is to go on. So, what have we learned?
Queen,
מלכה,
love of my life.
אהבת חיי.
Champion,
אלוף or אלופה.
champions.
אלופים or אלופות.
Now,
עכשיו,
to break free.
לצאת לחופשי.
Magic,
קסם.
friend,
חבר or חברה.
friends,
חברים or חברות.
all.
הכל.
The show must go on.
ההצגה חייבת להימשך.
What is your favorite Queen song?
What's your favorite Queen album?
Do you like the Queen of the 70s or the Queen of the 80s?
Do you like to ride your bicycle? Bicycle.
Tell us in the comments stuff about Queen. If you know of another recording of The Show Must Go On, do let me know, I want to hear it. And like us. And subscribe now.
עכשיו. Don't waste another minute because the show must go on.
Don't stop me now.
Because I'm having such a good time.
I'm having a ball. We talked about a ball.
Right.
See you next Friday.
Bye. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
I'm
And he
having a
was
ball.
not a satellite, he was Mercury, which is a planet, a star,
No, Mercury is a planet.
is a planet,
A planet.
a planet.
We are celebrating Freddie's 70th birthday. And if somehow Freddie can hear us from heaven,
Shalom,
happy birthday.
happy birthday.
יום הולדת שמח.
We love you very much.